What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC, USD. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. It is the third day of September, and here we are with about 23 hours, 20 minutes left in the day, sitting at $111.6 thousand right now. It's a brand new day, and we have moved up a good little bit. We're at a point where we found support before. Might we find resistance here? Might we move up a little bit further first and then come down? I think we could, but we're also at a prior resistance point here. Support zone there. I wouldn't be too taken back if we did move down from here. I don't believe the low's in just yet, but it could be. It's possible. You know, if we take this high here to this low, and we put this down here, we do our little ABC kind of thought. I mean, it's not perfect. It's just shy of that, but hey, it's good enough. I would think that we go lower, something below 106K personally, but just because I think that doesn't mean that we have to. If we look at our liquidation levels, let's put this on Bitcoin. Over the past week, I'm just curious to see what's happened. Wow, the longs have overtaken the shorts. We're not even that high up, guys. We're not even that high up. We're still in this low area, and the longs are already overtaking the shorts. That's not necessarily ideal. There's no conviction on the short side. People are just shifting their bets. We don't need it. You don't need to have more shorts to the upside on the 7-day in order to move up, right? Maybe, and here, this all gets cleared out at 114, 115K. Do we go up that high? That'd be interesting to see. Shorts still outweigh the longs by a phenomenal amount, $16 billion to $6 billion. That's like almost a 3-to-1 ratio. It's intense and insane. Over the past day, I'm sure the longs outweigh the shorts. Yeah. You know, we clear out this wall at about 112.8K. Could we go there? I think we could. Let's take this high to low here. I don't know if I got it right on the high. I think I'm just off right there. Might make more sense to even go above 113K at that rate. Let's look at this on the 1-hour time frame. Do I want to take this high to low? It seems significant enough. Let's do it. Screw it. High to low here. Yeah, 112.1, 112 point almost 8. And it looks appropriate. And you look like you're getting a double top here, but we have 17 minutes left in this 1-hour time frame. Maybe this is a double top, and maybe we move down. But that just because we move down doesn't mean that you're done. You could still grow, and then you're done. Then you come lower. I'm not convinced that this is the low just yet, though it's starting to convince me a little bit more now, just with this reaction here, right? Not just a straight rejection off. We're kind of lingering in this area, and that volume isn't what you want to see necessarily. But we're just starting. There is volume coming in technically, right? The volume died off, and now the volume's coming in as you're breaking out, so that's fine. I think it looks fine. I want to look at this on the 15-minute time frame real quick. Let's throw up our indicators. 1 minute left. I mean, to be fair, a lot can happen on a 15-minute time frame in 2 minutes, so it's about 2 minutes left. But right now we do have a rejection off the overbought zone. A little bit of bearish divergence. I like the volume. In all fairness, I like the volume. I don't like the persistence of this candle. But 2 minutes left. That's a lot. A lot can happen. Stochastics look bearish enough or bullish enough. MACD looks like it's just getting bullish, and the RSI looks bullish enough too. I'm not convinced enough to consider that we go lower yet, but the 1 hour does make me think we could go lower. The RSI is weird. It looks like it wants to be bullish, but it's just like refusing to do it. Like you're living above the 50, you have every reason to get into the overbought zone, but you're not doing it. Why? Why not? Might be because you want to go down instead. Stochastics are bullish, but you're not doing anything with it. MACD is bullish, but decreasingly so. Weird. It's a weird kind of indication there on that time frame. I would say I could see us going higher, but if we were to go higher, you guys, again, that 100, I doubt that we break 113K. If we were, maybe we get just above 113K if we were to do that. I doubt we get above 114K. Maybe is a better thing that I should say. But it's looking like we're coming down. 15 minutes left in this 1 hour time frame. That's not a strong way to finish this 1 hour in all fairness. Like volume coming in, sure, but you got a big wick, a bigger wick than you do a body. 4 hour time frame here. Fresh 4 hours, starting off the day to an upside. Yeah, I should have thought of that. It's probably not ideal, right? Not that that's condemning. I mean, I like it if we're expecting a green day, I like to start that first candle off to the red note. But here we started Friday off to the red note, and we just went down. We went down lower, right? Yesterday we started on a green note, and we went up. So that's, you know, it's not perfect. It's just more of a superstition. Overall, whatever, we're in this downtrend. We've got lower lows, we've got lower highs. We've broken out of this trend momentarily, but typically it's when you break out of these trends that you should be looking to actually sell. It's whenever you break out of them to the downside that you should be looking out to buy, typically. Right? We're still in this downward channel. It's still lower highs, still lower lows. 4-hour time frame, the RSI is right at an area that we've rejected before. We've rejected several times in the past, actually. Stochastics are bullish, but we're just not doing anything, man. We're not doing anything at all. And the MACD is right at an area to reject. We've rejected here the last 2 times as well. I'm calling BS on the bull side. I think we are going to move down. And if we move down, where are we going to go? We'll take this low to this high here and probably move down to about 106 to 104.5K, which again, 106 to 104.5. I mean, we move down to 108K, we're clearing out $2.3 billion in longs. But on the weekly exchange liquidation map, 106K. If we move down to 105K, we're clearing out $6 billion. We clear out the majority of this kind of island of longs that we have here. It wouldn't be crazy at all. I wouldn't be sad to see us go to 106K or 104.5K. But at that rate, why not just complete the thought and go just below 104K? It is very common for Bitcoin to wick a little bit below that golden ratio zone. It's looking like we're pulling this back. Don't trust it. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but don't trust it. We've had some deceitful price action recently. Like maybe you come down a little bit, but you just as well could come back up. I would say be very cautious, bullishly or bearishly. If you want to be bullish, do it when we're above 114K. And even then, maybe cautiously. 117.6K would be a safer bet above this high. If you want to be bearish, do it cautiously. Don't get too bearish until we're below this low. But even then, we're not going to go too much lower, right? Being a bear right now is pretty risky. But I'm still taking the stance that I don't think we found our low yet. Or I haven't seen enough to convince me, right? We've called for the low a couple times and we were wrong a couple times. So at this point in time, instead of just guessing if the low is in at the low, we're going to wait until we have compelling evidence, right? We're going to wait for that. Because here, you think about it, right? You look at this, we had lower highs coming out. We broke out of it and then we died, right? We had lower highs here. We broke out of it and then we died. Here, we take this line. We've got lower highs. We broke out of it. And are we going to continue the trend? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe just one more drop is what we have in store, but time will tell. What's the fear and greed index looking like? Are we at a 39 still? I don't believe it. Let's refresh it. Anybody seen that movie Sinners? Man, if you got HBO Max, you got to get HBO Max, man. Sinners, what a good movie. If you don't know anything about it, it's probably better that way. Go into it not knowing what it's about. But even if you do, it's still a good movie, man. It's fantastic. It's a really good movie. They did so well on so many different fronts. It's like weird. There's comedy. It's good, man. It's good. It's definitely not a comedy. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, 42. We came up a little bit. We're not completely in those levels of fear. I would like to see us get in deeper levels of fear before we move on up. But hey, whatever. This is not the end all be all. And the reality is, did CoinMarketCap change their layout? I kind of like it. Anyways, or did I change it without knowing it? Anyways, X.com, I feel like a lot of people are fearful, right? And right now, if I'm being honest, I'm the most fearful I've been. I've been pretty damn confident all the way down. I'm not fearful that the bull market's over. It's just I've been pretty confident on calling these lows all the way down, and now I'm actually a little bit more timid. So again, the fear and greed index, I don't know if it's completely appropriate because I think people are fearful right now. Capitulation could have been here. So to the bulls out there, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, we could have found our low. It is very possible. I'm sticking with the idea that we go down, though. We have the FOMC meeting coming up on the 16th, on the 17th. I think that we are going to move down. Maybe not until then. I think I had the timing wrong on that. I was expecting that we'd just be moving down slowly until then. But looking at this trend, if we kept moving down at this kind of pace until then, we'd see prices below $100,000, and that doesn't sound right to me. I don't think we get that low. Right? Take this low to this high. I think we're going to have a hell of a time getting below 104K. Not that it can't happen, but even 100, we're not going to get, I just don't see us getting below 100K. And if we take this kind of path that we're on again from the low end, okay, let me actually draw this a little bit better. something like that, right? That's our given trajectory. We go down to 100K here. That's on the 11th. Like the 16th, 17th, man, we're below 100K. I don't see it happening. I mean, we could go just below. I don't see it happening though. So what I think is going to happen is this next drop, probably sometime this week, if not very early next week, over the weekend, maybe this week even, but sometime soon, because we've been dropping faster than we've been moving up, really, if you look at it, except for this move here. Other than that move, we've been dropping faster than we've been moving up. The moves up have been slower. So I would think we move down at a fast pace. Maybe by the end of this week or even over the weekend, we find our low. I don't think that means we rip through the roof. We'll probably have a nice reaction, then we'll meander. We'll consolidate whatever, maybe get a slightly lower low or a slightly higher low, something like that. We'll move sideways into that FOMC meeting week, and then I would assume we don't start to really move up. We might move up into the meeting. If we are to move up into the meeting, I would expect that what happens is once the announcement's made that the rates are cut, we drop a little bit. But then going out of that, we still move up. I think that after the 17th, we will start to resume moving higher. The end of the month, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin's at new all-time highs, and going into October, we'd be at fantastically higher prices. But at the moment, I'm just cautiously bearish, but still bearish, right? Still not convinced that that's the low. What would it take for me to be bullish? What would it take for me to be convinced that's the low? Take that high out. You take this high out at about $113,500. That'd be good. That would be a good look. But you take that high out, there's no argument at all. We're probably going to new all-time highs, right? That is very likely the low right down there, okay? I don't think I have anything else that I want to say. I'm just talking at this point. Of course, I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. Of course, I believe we're still in a bull market. This drop is just a little bit more intense than we originally anticipated it to be, and that's fine. You know, there's all kinds of things going on. People say, oh, it's the tariff stuff with Trump. The tariffs are going to get given back. The stock market hates it. You know, blah blah. All this stuff. Whatever. The media is BS, man. It doesn't matter. None of that. None of that's important, right? The charts are just moving down because they're moving down. Maybe it's because of market manipulation. Maybe it's not. But at this point in time, we're just moving down, and I don't see enough structure in the charts to be suggestive of anything else. So lower we go. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Okay. Take care. Bye bye.